They don't care about us. They treat us like dogs. They treat us like animals.
A 16-year-old boy's emotional testimony about the impacts of ICE in the community at a Hillsborough City Council meeting last week that has now gone viral.
And I hope you guys really do something about it, because I really do want something to change, because I should not live like this as a 16-year-old. I shouldn't be scared. I should be focusing on school, and I can't even focus on school.
Manny Chavez says he didn't prepare, and he never knew his words would go so far. But he knew he had to speak up.
It's not just about me. What I spoke is not for me. It's for my community. It's for all colored people. It's all for my Hispanic culture.
Since the meeting, Chavez has started a fundraiser to create a Hillsborough Immigration Support Fund, which he says will support families impacted by the increased ICE arrest in the area with financial and legal help.
If I was put in a situation where my family, anyone in my family needed help, I would want people to come and help me. So knowing that I could be there for someone else that's dad or mom is going through a lot and is a main provider, I'm glad that I could be there for them and give them anything that would help.
And in just 4 days, the fundraiser is nearly at its goal of $26,000.
To me, it's really shocking. I've never seen that type of money in my life. So knowing that a bunch of people have donated their hard-earned money to help me support other people is crazy to me.
Even though he is only 16 years old and in high school, Chavez says this has given him a new passion and purpose.
I feel like this is something I would want to do after school. Instead of go to college or something like that, this feels like it was kind of meant for me, so I really do want to keep doing this.
Chaos in Little Village as a neighborhood resists federal agents and their Operation Midway Blitz. An angry crowd gathers after federal officers allegedly detain a young woman near 26 in Kedzie. Border Patrol Commander Greg Bavino was there. He can be seen in the cell phone video with a tear gas canister in his hand. Residents demanded the detained woman's release while in pursuit of their caravan. DHS officials say the Border Patrol agents were conducting immigration enforcement operations when a man driving a black Jeep fired shots at them. 25th Ward Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez says cell phone video recorded by a resident shows something different.
It's very clear. They came out of the vehicles, pointed weapons, and they used tear gas at people.
Moments later, a Chicago police officer who had been called to the intersection for crowd control was hit by a car. He was taken to an area hospital. CPD has not updated his condition. More chaos ensues when residents say CPB agents used tear gas to take another person into custody near 26th and Pulaski, all under the watchful eye of the agency's helicopter.
It's just been terrible to see what ICE is doing to our communities. We're scared for our neighbors. We're scared for our friends.
This afternoon, warning whistles and vehicle horns once again blared as neighbors say federal agents attempted unsuccessfully to detain a man and his 11-year-old niece near 25th and Sawyer. Tensions flared after CPD once again was called for crowd control when federal agents left after claiming a vehicle rammed their SUV.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is he seizing? I think is he seizing?
Video obtained by CNN shows a man apparently having a medical episode during an immigration and customs enforcement arrest. The incident happened when ICE officers were detaining a woman identified by the Department of Homeland Security as Juliana Malena Ojeda Montoya. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement she's an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador who in August allegedly, quote, repeatedly stabbed her co-worker with scissors and then threw a trash can at her victim. She was in an SUV with her husband, Carlos Sebastian Zapata, and their daughter when ICE stopped them. Zapata told the Boston Globe that he, quote, lost consciousness while clinging to his wife as federal agents tried to pull her out of the SUV. In the video, agents can be seen tapping Zapata's face as if to get him to regain consciousness, then putting him in a headlock as they pull him out of the SUV. Zapata told CNN affiliate WCVB he believes an agent used a stun glove on him that caused him to have a seizure. Zapata told the Globe the couple have pending asylum cases and valid work authorizations. He said they crossed unlawfully into the US a few years ago and later turned themselves into immigration authorities and applied for asylum. DHS said medical personnel found, quote, no legitimate medical emergency, and Zapata was allowed to leave with his child.
Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Under the glow of the first snowfall of the year, a couple of hundred people stood outside the Hanley Federal Building in Syracuse Monday night to demand the safe return home of two men, Alex Gonzalez and Jan Hidalgo. The couple, who were recently married, were detained by ICE officials last month.
Their story is no different than the previous generations of immigrants who came to central New York.
No one should be torn from the people they love for daring to believe in the American promise.
And those here say it would be one thing if the two men were bad people, the criminals they were told would be targeted in these detainments. However, friends and co-workers universally describe Alex and Jan as two of the most wonderful people you could meet who were handling their immigration status the right way. When they were detained back in October, it was at a court appointment required for people to become legal.
You see them, you had a bad day, they smiled, and your day changed. They were just that type of individuals.
It's disrupting our communities. It's not making us safer, it's making us less safe.
Alex and Jan have explained their decision to leave Cuba as necessary, fearful of political persecution. They were so touched by this rally, Alex actually called in from his detention center. He's so thankful for everything happening back here at home.
We're all here for you. I miss you so much.
They say they don't have a way to pay, not even in another life, they don't have a way to pay everything that everybody's been doing for them.
So happy to hear their voices. Family and friends say it only further invigorates their desire to be as loud as they can. For Alex and Jan, and for everyone else, they say, going through this.
They work, they're contributing to our society, to our economy, and this is wrong.
They don't even have a parking ticket, but they're in jail.
Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
It's a fight they say they will never give up on, even when Alex and Jan get home, because there are so many others out there who need their support, their voice, their help.
The Kenner boat launch in the Lake Town area is typically patrolled by local police. But volunteer activist for Unión Migrante, Rachel Tabor, now fears for people's safety in the area following an ICE raid where more than a dozen people were detained Friday.
People are traumatized. Their loved ones who've been here working for years with no criminal record are now in ICE detention.
ICE confirmed to WWL that 13 people are in custody. A spokesperson said one person in custody has a removal order issued by an immigration judge and another was previously removed from the U.S. Saturday, Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley explained why his office collaborated with state police and federal agencies to launch the joint operation that was in effect for at least 2 months.
We've always had complaints out there, nuisance crimes. It starts off small, everything from traffic to litter to loitering to loud music. And then, we go out there and we police it and we make a presence. But it seems like the activity was escalating into just lawlessness.
And when asked why he included ICE in the operation,
we brought them in because we knew there was going to be a large amount of Hispanics out there. We have had ICE assist us with some gang activity or some gang affiliations that come through the city.
Tabor says the collaboration with ICE is unfair.
They racially profile people. They're calling people criminals that have minor sound infractions. They're literally picking up anyone that looks Hispanic and turning them over to ICE.
We asked a spokesperson from ICE if any of the people in custody were going through the legal process of obtaining a visa or permanent legal status. Her response was, quote, "Not that I'm aware of," unquote. Chief Conley denied claims that his officers are racially profiling people within the city.
I can assure you they're not, but if they have a complaint, they're more than welcome to contact our Internal Affairs, Department of Justice, FBI. We're an open book.
Reporting in Kenner, Winston Reed, WWL, Louisiana.